Hey, how's it going? Just hopped out the shower, so that's why my hair is so wet. But I'm just about to go out to the shop and I'm gonna go buy some bottles of cider. So, let's go. Oh, that was yesterday. I did get that cider in the end. Big gap. So the first story about the cider was the day before yesterday. The second story about how I had the cider was yesterday. Now it's today. This is the third day on this already short vlog. So I've not been vlogging too much, but hey ho, here we go. I've come outside, it's really sunny, and I'm off to meet my mate in town. Or a couple of my mates in town. I've just had a surveyor come round within about the last hour. Another one to come check out the house. That's the third surveyor that's been round. Hopefully he's going to be the last one. This guy just needs to do a report, tell the bank whether it's worth lending the buyer the money for the mortgage. Fingers crossed they say yes, and if all goes to plan, I'll be out of this place and heading back to home sweet home and back to exciting fun adventure time in our great capital city. I was watching some TikToker yesterday on TikTok Live who was riding around on an electric bike, and he was streaming on TikTok Live with his phone. He had about 300 viewers, and I watched a bit of his stream. He's just chatting away with people, and it was a good stream. It inspired me. I said to him, I want to copy what you do. I want to do a stream like that. Made me sort of think, I can see myself getting an electric bike for zipping around London, because especially at night time, when there's no traffic, there's no people. I mean, there is traffic and there is people, but there's much less. Because he was out and about midnight. That would be the optimal time, perfect time to be zipping around on an electric bike. I can imagine it would be really fun to do that as well. So who knows, maybe I'll do that in the future. Managed to strategize a new TikTok strategy. Whereas before I was basically just tapping along with tunes, playing along to any old song. I realised, okay, it's a pretty good proportion of time where people just don't request songs. So how do you encourage them to actually request a song? So I decided, okay, I'm just going to play the same song on repeat. And because there's people that just sit there and watch and they won't say anything, but decided to just keep playing the same song on repeat and say, hey look, if you want to hear a different song, you have to get involved in the chat. And I think it's working. Just woke up, it's 4:51 a.m. There's nothing going on this morning, but I'm just awake enough to be awake. I'm not feeling too great, to be totally honest, but at least I'm up now. I'm awake now, so you know, I'm gonna get the day started. Well, the best way to get the day started is, it usually involves coffee, but I've finished all my black coffee. I've just got these cappuccino sachets left. That's all I've got now. I'm not even sure if I feel like I can stomach one of them or if I really want it. So I'm thinking about just not even bothering with that. Just trying to start the day today au naturel. I feel like I've not really slept very well. It was very hot last night. It still is very hot now. I'm slightly worried about what I've read about there being 40-degree heat in the UK. Anyway, I guess it's time to get the day started. I feel like I could really do brushing my teeth. That should be the first thing I go do. I was not feeling great last night. I'm not feeling that great now. I've had next to no sleep. Like, I've had some sleep. I must have had some sleep, but it's 4:50 a.m. I'm pretty sure I was up until at least like 2, if not later. And I was basically just like pleading and praying, feeling awful. I feel like I've got an ever so slight headache now that I can just about feel. I feel ever so slightly sick, which I often do feel first thing in the morning. now I'm not really sure what I'm going to be doing today. There's got to be something that I want to do. Like I've got to be able to come to a conclusion on what it is that I want to do. For about the last week, I've been on TikTok Live every single day in a row, and I'm not sure I really want to go on it, at least not first thing this morning. I'm gonna sort of maybe possibly take a break from it today, but we'll see how long that lasts for. Because I've got to have something to do today. I've got to have a focus of some kind, whether I feel good or not. I still need to get on with doing something. There may be a better option for what I could be doing, and I may just be looking for that instead of doing what I've already been doing for quite some time now. I kind of reached a point yesterday where I started thinking, why am I doing this? And then I started to think, this is not really me. But that might not be true. I think basically I'm just going to take a bit of time off doing TikTok lives, and I'm just going to sort of just carry on with life without it for a bit. I don't know how long that's going to be for. There's no way to really say. I guess it'll be for as long as I don't feel like doing it, I won't do it. As soon as I do feel like doing it, I will do it. That's just kind of how I work with everything. So I'll take as much time away as I need in order to feel better about it, and then come back if I feel like it. But it's actually not even that important now. I'm thinking about it, I'm actually sort of starting to consider it's not that big of a deal, and I don't know why I'm thinking about it so much. I'm sort of I'm making it seem a bit too important to myself, whereas now I'm starting to think like it's not actually that important to do it. I guess like I can do it if I want to do it. Now that I've got the experience of doing it, it's like I've sort of I can say I have the ability to do it if I want to, if I need to. But I don't want to do it just because I can. I want to do it because I want to, So I'm gonna have to find some other activities to do this morning. I'm just not really sure what that is. Because TikTok has taken over, it's got a place now in my mind and my thoughts. And you know what, maybe that's just the way it is. What I actually really enjoyed was going for a walk outside last night. I went out about, 2 a.m, went for a walk around. Just to cool down. I felt really hot in the house, so I just wanted to cool down a bit. And I feel like maybe I should go out and do the same again this morning. Get some time outside. To be honest though, realistically, I'm not sure if I'm actually going to do that, or if that's just wishful thinking. Like going back to bed right now is a tempting thing, as it often is first thing in the morning. Yeah, if I'm honest, I'm going to spend a bit more time chilling in bed. What I was thinking last night about today is that I should do today without any screens or like internet interaction or anything. Just live life outside with no internet or anything. So that would be like a little social media detox. It's probably a good idea considering that I've been really overdoing it recently. I'm not really sure what to do to feel better about it, or if there is anything I can do to feel better about it.
there's part of me that wants to keep doing it and see what happens. But I'm actually not all that interested, at least not right now. Like when the moment comes again and I feel like doing it, then I will. I guess maybe I just don't want to do too much too fast. But that means I have to come up with other ideas of what I will actually want to do with my time. I'm honestly not really all that sure. Like all I've really got is to be outside. And maybe that's all it will take to feel better. I don't know. Maybe I should just like stop complaining and just go back to like getting on with it and treating it like it's a job or something, right? Which is not a job. And I think maybe as soon as I start to think of it like it is a job, that's when I decide I don't want to do it. So that's all that is going on over here this morning. I'm not sure if I now care about connecting with people or not. I would only just say that I'm just not feeling myself for whatever reason. So yeah, even though it's only like 5 a.m., I already just feel like today's just going to be a hard day. Another hard day. Difficult. I've not really had one for a little bit now. Anyway, I'm just going to try and get on with it. Even if I can only do what seems like very little, then that's okay. I am okay, like I'm alright for the most part. I think I just have to find my enthusiasm again, but I think I'm just doubting the possibility of that. I don't really feel like tapping away on my practice pad. I don't really feel like putting music on. I could give it a go even if I don't feel like it and just see what it's like. But I'm going to take some convincing to actually do that. Maybe I should do it live, like just out and about walking around instead. Or maybe I should just not do it live for now. I think taking a bit of time off is the best idea. Okay, so it's Wednesday, 24th of June now. It's 9 a.m. I've just woken up. I've just sat up. I'm feeling really, really sick, to be honest. I think I'm gonna have a shower, get changed, and then try to get outside for a bit. Go spend a bit of time walking about. This vlog is gonna be very... Wait. So this vlog's been filmed over several days. Just got out of the bath or the shower even, my hair's kind of wet. Just been on TikTok quite a lot and felt a bit ill for a couple of days. Now I'm feeling a bit better. Finally started doing the battles on TikTok. So just did a few of them today. Anyway, I'm going to finish off this vlog with some food. Cooking up in a pan here, some rice and some lentils. Gonna let that cook off for a bit until it's nicely done. Then I'm gonna use some cannellini beans and 2 tins of chopped tomatoes. Gonna make a kind of a chilli. So tomatoes, then we've got chili powder, salt. That'll be pretty much it. The beans, the chopped tomatoes and the chili powder with the salt. It's gonna be sort of like a tomato bean chili. I'll show you it. So yeah, anyway, I was having a bit of a crappy time for a couple of days. There was a couple of days where I was having a really good time, and I was on TikTok, and I was kind of like on a high, and then I had a bit of a crash, a bit of a come down, went the other way, and then I just didn't feel like talking at all. But then started to come back onto TikTok, started opening up again, started talking again, and started playing some music, started tapping away on the practice pad. and it's safe to say I'm feeling much better. So whatever the little slump was that I went into, I think I'm out of it now. I was just feeling a bit sick. But yeah, fingers crossed. Now I'm all good. Still enjoying doing the TikTok. It's been fun, and you know, I guess there's little moments where I sort of had enough, and I'll take a little break from it. But you know, then I go back, and after having refreshed my thinking, and then it's back to like being fun and enjoyable, and you know, something that I like doing, something that I want to do. So yeah, there's going to be more YouTube videos. There's going to be more going on TikTok, more of the media, the James Atkinson media, which for now is something that I'm still very much enjoying. Of course, there's lots of things going on as well. Some unfortunate news that I had this morning was that the buyer of my house has pulled out of the sale, so they're not going to be buying it, unfortunately. But no problem. I'll be moving forward, and we're going to find someone else who wants to buy it, and I think it'll all be absolutely fine. Shouldn't be an issue. I guess that's how it goes sometimes. It can sort of change at any moment, but fair enough. We went through the process up to this point. It was worthwhile doing it for the experience of doing it, of getting all the experience that you get from doing it. But you know, it's okay. It is a lot of money, so I mean, it's not a lot of money to some, but it's a lot of money to others. But I understand. It's it's a choice that people have to make, and I'm not trying to make anyone do anything they don't want to. If for any reason the buyer wants to change their mind and they say no, actually I don't want it, I guess all right, okay, fair enough. Um, anyway, hopefully the next buyer we get will be a little bit more cocksure and a little bit more confident in their abilities to actually get what needs to be done, which is just not every buyer. This buyer that's pulled out was a first time buyer, and yeah, they're probably just not in the position to really do what needs to be done, so it's fair enough. It's okay. So I'll be moving onwards and upwards, carrying on with the day to day, still just enjoying my time, putting the work in. Now I'm practicing a lot on the practice pad, and that's been really good so far. So I'm going to be keeping up the the work focus as being on drumming, as well as all the other things that I already had going on that I'm not really talking about here. But yeah, I'm putting a lot more time, energy, attention, effort into drumming again, which I took a very long break from. But now I'm going back towards really making the effort. I'm getting a lot of compliments from people on my TikTok lives when I'm drumming. People saying it's really good. People saying they like it, and I don't know why. I always seem to think that they're taking the mick when they say that, but I think some of them were actually genuine. But it's fair enough. I've just had so many people that come in and they just try and wind you up that it starts to make me sort of expect the negative. So even when the positive comes, sometimes I'm a bit too skeptical. Even when someone's giving me a genuine compliment or whatever. So yeah, it's a bit odd over there on the TikTok sometimes. But yeah, this is my current sort of daily life. I'm still just 100% focused on trying to get out of this house, trying to move, trying to go where I want to go, trying to go and do what I want to do. But I'm also now very, very, very much focused again on doing TikTok and you know, I was already focused on doing YouTube. I've already been doing that now for, well, probably, I don't know. It's not quite been a year yet, I'd guess, but it's somewhere between half a year and a year now that I've been doing the TikTok, the YouTube. So, and I've been very consistent that whole time. I've kept putting videos out. I'm going to keep putting videos out because I still like making the videos. I'm going to keep doing my TikTok because I still like doing the TikTok. So as long as I still like doing what I'm doing, I'm going to carry on doing it. There's a lot of people that come into TikTok and like try and make out like you're not. I don't know. There's always people that come in with like criticisms, but they always have like 2 followers or whatever. So, you know, what's going on there? They're not really thinking in the way that I am, I suppose. But you know, basically I've got very used to using the block button now to the point where I don't even bother right at the moment now really blocking sometimes, because sometimes I'll just think, okay, whatever, and just carry on, because there's loads of people that come in with support, and almost sometimes maybe it's better to leave those people in and leave the negative comments, leave them there so they can watch all the other people who come in and say how much they like it, and all the people who send the gifts, and all the people who are liking the stream, and maybe that'll actually open their eyes to that they are not necessarily the voice of everyone. It's kind of odd often with criticism that you get like a one person who comes in and says what they think, and they tend to think in many ways that like their opinion is many people's opinion, or it's everyone's opinion, which it's obviously not. You know, opinions vary massively. Even within the same person, from time to time, opinions change with time, just as everything does. Anyway, so this food is currently sort of cooking up. I've just left the rice and the rice and the lentils for a bit. Then I've got to take that out of the pan, stick that on the plate, and then start cooking up the chili with the tomatoes, because I've only got the one pan at the moment, so that means I've got to empty it out and then reuse it again whilst the rice kind of cools down, but that's not such a big deal. If the rice is a bit cool, it's not really an issue. That's fine. So that's what I'm going to do now. Just pour this rice onto this plate, and then this should make up a pretty good meal. It's definitely a good sized meal. That is the rice. Then we have going in this pan, we've got 1 tin, 1 tin of cannellini beans going in. Need a spoon to get them out at the bottom. Right. And then we've got 2 tins of chopped tomatoes. That's 1. That's 2. Just going to rinse those cans out a little bit, get all the extra little bits out, chuck those in the bin. And then just add chili powder. This is hot chili powder, so I don't use too much, just use a little bit. Add some salt, good amount of salt. Then add some sunflower oil, good amount of sunflower oil. Then we just stir that up, let that cook for I'd guess around 20 minutes. And then that should be good.
So we're going to see how it turns out. Hopefully it's good.
Okay, so this chili is sort of cooked up now. Probably could have done with some more beans in there. It's a bit liquidy, it's a bit soupy. I've got a tin of peas here actually, I could chuck those in. That would just add a bit more volume. But actually, you know what, maybe I'll just leave it sort of liquidy, or it'll be alright. Just taking it off the heat, so I'm going to leave it for a while. Got the rice there separated into, I've got a plate and a bowl. So, yeah. Hopefully it tastes good. I don't know if it's going to. Alright, so there's the meal. Watching a little bit of this. Bit of Manchester City Centre on the Billy Moore channel. So I'm just going to sit here and enjoy this for a bit and let my phone recharge. Then I think get back onto TikTok and maybe try some more battles. Do some more drums. Tap, 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 tap. Practice. Yeah, that's me for now. Anyway, this is probably going to be the end of this video, so thanks for watching. See you on the next one. It's been James. Bye.